The time is 5 o'clock. Here is the world news at 5. First, the top headlines. 16 political parties call for shift in Ogun local government poll date. Federal government unveils free cesarean section for poor and vulnerable pregnant women. Gradual restoration of national power grid underway, collapsed twice on Thursday. Defense headquarters says new terror group emerges operating in Kebbi and Sokoto state. In foreign, Trump appoints chief of staff as he begins assembling of cabinet. Botswana to legalize undocumented Zimbabweans. Good evening, I am Mudukbe Akinyosoye, bringing you the news in detail shortly. Now the news in details. 16 political parties under the auspices of the Inter-Party Advisory Committee, IPAC, has called for a shift in the Ogun State local government poll scheduled to hold on November 16, 2024. The state IPAC chairman, Comrade Abayomi Sanyaolu, said the shift in the date would enable all political parties whose candidates are yet to be screened by the Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission, OGCEC, to prepare for the poll. Sanyaolu, speaking on the Rock City FM program, Daybreak Show on Thursday, said OGCEC must give more time to those political parties to prepare their candidates for the poll.
And the reason why we are political parties is to participate in the election. So we are ready because the platform is not for running anything, it's to run for election. So we have already planned ourselves to choose the candidate and contest for election. So whereby the commission didn't give us chance to choose our candidate. We are doing this. But now, with the letter they sent to us, we are ready if they are ready to shift the date.
OGCEC had since agreed to scrap the administrative fee and asked political parties yet to pay the fees to submit the names of their candidates' letters on Thursday for screening. But OGCEC chairman Babatunde Oshibodu had said that political parties which had paid would not get a refund. Oshibodu also said the poll would hold as scheduled, citing the judgment of an Abeokuta High Court that OGCEC was not under any obligation to conduct political parties when it would hold its poll. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has declared 3 days mourning for the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tawhid Lagbaja. He also directed that flags should be flown at half-mast in the state during the same period. According to the Information Commissioner, the death of the late Chief of Army Staff is devastating for colossal loss to humanity and the nation. The 56-year-old Lagbaja died on Tuesday in an undisclosed hospital in Lagos. Federal government has announced a free cesarean section for pregnant women who are poor and vulnerable in all public and designated private hospitals nationwide. The program, tagged Maternal Mortality Reduction Initiative, is part of the move to reduce the growing maternal and newborn babies' death in the country. Health Minister Professor Mohammed Ali Pate announced the program on Thursday in Abuja during the ongoing Nigeria Health Sector-wide Joint Annual Review.
All the states have now developed their AOPs, costed them with gaps identified. So for our partners, that's the basis for aligning with us. On key population health outcomes, under 5 mortality, looking at the DHS data, has reduced by 16.7% from 2018 to late 2023 when the DHS was conducted. Significant improvement in infectious diseases.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, says it has begun restoring bulk electricity supply following the fresh collapse of the national power grid on Thursday. The company, however, asked consumers to brace for more supply disruption as it undertakes major repair work on its transmission facilities. Spokesperson Ndidi Omba on Thursday night confirmed that the grid collapsed twice on Thursday, blaming the frequent grid collapse on a substation which has to be shut down. She said TCN technicians are working on critical transmission lines and substations, including 330 kV transmission line along Shiroro-Mande axis. The grid collapse was the 11th this year and 4th within a week, disrupting power supply nationwide. Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State has said the 4 tax reform and fiscal policy bills which President Bola Tinubu sent to the National Assembly is attempting to divide Nigerians. Mohammed, who is the PDP State Governors Forum chairman, asked the president to immediately withdraw the bills from the National Assembly for consultations. The governor, speaking on the BBC Hausa service on Thursday, warned that the North would mobilize its members in the National Assembly who are more in number to kill the bills. Already, the National Economic Council has asked President Tinubu to withdraw the bills for further consultations, but Tinubu had asked those opposing the tax reform bills to allow the National Assembly to do its works. The Defense Headquarters says a new terrorist organization has emerged operating between Kebbi and Sokoto State. The Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, who made it known on Thursday, said the new terror group was an affiliate of jihadi organization in Mali and Niger republics. Earlier, Sokoto Deputy Governor Idris Gobi has said the terror group, calling itself Lukurawa, is operating in 5 local government areas of the state. You are listening to the World News at 5 in Rock City 101.9 FM. Still to come, foreign, business and sport news. Please do stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. On the foreign scene, United States President-elect Donald Trump has made his first key White House appointment, naming Susie Wiles as his chief of staff. Wiles was senior advisor to the Trump election campaign and was praised by him on election night. According to the Trump campaign, Wiles will be the first woman to serve in the role. Botswana's new president has told the BBC that he wants undocumented Zimbabweans to be legalized by granting them temporary work and residence permits. Duma Boko told the BBC Africa Daily podcast before his historic inauguration on Friday that undocumented Zimbabweans were doing jobs that would otherwise not get done. President Boko said it was a challenge when thousands of Zimbabweans entered Botswana through the long and porous border between the two countries. Every day, police stations around the country organize deportations of Zimbabweans arrested for not having papers or involvement in crimes. In business news, the Assets Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, says it is not in dispute with Aden Petroleum. The agency's head of corporate communications, Jude Nwauzo, in a statement clarified that AMCON and Aden Petroleum Limited have settled all issues between them amicably. It added that Aden Petroleum Limited has demonstrated commitments to meeting the obligations and has been making payments accordingly. Following the latest development, AMCON says it has formally discontinued its pending litigation against Aden Petroleum Limited. Finally, in the World News at 5, Sport News. The Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, is turning to corporate sponsors such as Dangote Group, MTN, and others to resolve the payment issues surrounding the appointment of a foreign-based coach for the Super Eagles. President Ibrahim Gusau made this disclosure on Wednesday during his appearance before the House Committee on Sport, where he defended the 2025 budget. Gusau revealed that the Federation is currently in discussions with major sponsors to secure financial backing for the payment of a new foreign coach following the breakdown of the deal with Bruno Labbadia just days after its announcement as the new Super Eagles coach. He acknowledged that while interim coach Augustine Guava has done well, the NFF is committed to appointing a foreign coach but needs to first resolve the financial aspect. That was the World News at 5, and just before we go, the top headlines once again. We reported that 16 political parties called for shift in Ogun local government poll date. Federal government unveiled free cesarean section for poor and vulnerable pregnant women. Gradual restoration of national power grid underway collapsed twice on Thursday. We also told you that Defense Headquarters said new terror group emerges operating in Kebbi and Sokoto. In foreign, we also reported that Trump appointed House Chief of Staff as he begins assembly of cabinet, and also Botswana to legalize undocumented Zimbabweans. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com. Thank you so much for listening. I am Mujukwe Akinyasuye. Good evening.